Hey guys, got a situation here. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday evening. If you guys are here, thank you so much for being here. If you guys are coming back, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Welcome to the family. So you guys know that I love to talk about the spiritual journey, healing work, self-love, all of those beautiful topics, okay? Shadow work, we're here for it, okay? But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about human nature and just how we deal with our emotions as a collective and individually. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, so yes, okay. And a lot of the time we deal with certain things, we are sometimes unaware of those things, and so it's always good to just, if you have an opinion or if you are a person who are educated on certain things, then it's always good to just kind of shed some light, okay? So in this particular video, I'm just going to be giving my experience and my own opinions, okay, and my own interpretations, right? So always be sure to do your own research. Always be sure to look up certain things and question everything, okay? So I wanted to talk about, get comfortable, you guys. I wanted to talk about jealousy and envy and all of those emotions, because they are very dark emotions, and I think most of the time they are very geared to be singular, or even sometimes they can be layered, but there's always a particular certain kind of energy when you're dealing with those type of energies, okay? And so we can just say if you was a child and you made a friend and somebody else come to the school, and now that friend is showing somebody else attention, or the new person attention, you're going to feel a little bit of jealousy just as children. I think all children go through that. And so even as kids, it's really important that we talk about certain things with children so they can have an understanding of what those feelings are. And as a human collective, we all go through those feelings, whether we know it subconsciously or consciously or subconsciously, right? Sometimes we do know. Those are for people who love to step outside of themselves and hate on other people, you know, speaking as adults and humans, okay? So, yeah, you know, I feel that jealousy is just, it's sort of like, how can I interpret? When you see something and somebody else have this particular thing that you see, you may have an urge to, or an impulse to want that. And if you feel like you can't get certain things, or you don't have access to certain things, you may feel a sense of jealousy, or you may feel, if it's really driven by, depending on the motivation, you may feel the need to want to envy that person, or even want to take from that person. It's sort of like you've seen those movies where, you know, the girl has the, you know, she's a cheerleader, or she has, you know, she's on some sort of, you know, team of some sort, and she have all of the best friends, and she's popular, and somebody else may see her and they like, oh my gosh, she's popular, and wow, she has a lot of people who loves her, like, and I don't have anyone to show me any attention, so I would love to be friends with her, or to even be associated with her. Then you have some girls who be like, oh, I can't stand this girl, like, oh, I just wish she would just go away, you know. So it's a lot of different things that are driven by our emotions, that are driven to our actions and the things that we participate in, right? And so I feel that when we don't openly discuss certain things, they fester and they begin to take up on energies and even materialize in their own ways. And so when we're talking about jealousy, it's sort of like the saying, uh, well, you're not successful until you have haters, or you're not seen as successful, you're not popping unless you have haters. And I think it's really silly for us to reference those type of phrases still in 2021, because it's like, yeah, it may seem like it's a thing to have haters and to have people be jealous of you, but in reality, it makes you a target, and it makes you someone to have everyone watching you in a certain way. And I'm not just saying this to say like there's not going to be haters or people out there who's going to hate on you. Yes, but it's sort of like it's not a fun feeling to have that, because you have people who are very vicious, and I'm talking about people who have not matured, people who are unaware of their own emotions, and some they are aware, like I said, and they know exactly what they're doing. And so it can be difficult dealing with these type of emotions because they are coming from individuals who you don't know what they're capable of. Okay, and if we're talking reputation or business or image, you have people who will literally ruin or try to ruin your image or your reputation just because of jealousy, or because they don't like you, or they may see you in a certain light, and it may not even be that. And so another thing is that this type of energy makes you look outside of yourself instead of look within. Okay, you notice how people who hate on other people, or they feel some sort of envious towards people, it's like they can't rest. They have a hard time identifying with their own gifts, their own spiritual gifts, their own creative talents, and they struggle with that because they are too busy looking at other people. And it's really, really, when you really look at it, it's really sad, because it's sort of like an obsession. It's sort of like people who just, they like target other people. And we can say like, okay, it's delusional, or oh, they're probably just living in a dark fantasy or whatever. But what really goes on in the mind of a hater, or what really goes on in a mind of a person who just is jealous and envious, or have a hard time with identifying with who they are so that they're able to focus on themselves. So I did take some notes, you guys know that. And I'm going to read a little bit. It says, you want people to look up to you. That's when people will want to provoke certain types of feelings of extreme jealousy or envy. Okay, so what this means is, and these are kind of like channel messages, and so I'm just kind of going over them, and now I'm going to be intuitively just channeling. Okay, so you have certain people who want to provoke feelings of jealousy in others. And so they may be people, again, we're talking about people who aren't matured. And so they're going to act as if they're childlike, okay? Like, oh, look what I got. Look at this, look at that. It's sort of like flaunting a toy, right? So you want to flaunt certain things. When you have these kind of people, they love to flaunt certain things in your face, or they like to, provoke certain types of emotions. I did a post before and I said you have two different kind of people. You have people who like to provoke energy, or basically provoke some sort of feelings, and it can be a person who loves to express themselves. And so you can see like, okay, this person is really creative. And then you have those people who love to control the way you see them, and so they're going to portray a certain image, right? So it's sort of like you have people who like to see other people react, I guess, to them, and how and what they do. And so it's sort of like they're not living from a space of, okay, I'm just a creative person. I love to create and I'm here and I love to, it's sort of like, okay, well, I'm going to post this just to see if somebody's going to click or to watch. And a lot of the time it could be controversial, yes, when we're talking about certain subjects, and it's good to see reactions and hear from other people and what they have to say. But I'm specifically talking about people who like to provoke feelings of jealousy in others, or they want others to see them in a certain light, right? And it's sort of like they want to be seen as important, or they want to be seen as, I guess, elitist or a hierarchy, if you will. And in reality, I feel that most of the time, those type of people don't feel like they're important enough to garner some sort of support from other people unless they have to show what they have. It's sort of like a provider's type of situation. It's like when a man wants to date a woman, he's going to show her, like, okay, I can do this, I can do that, right? So it's sort of like that kind of energy. And then you have those people who like to show what they have. And let me just say this, because I know sometimes people can get offended or get in their feelings about certain things. If you have money, if you are of a certain status, and yes, you love to travel and you love to show off the things that you have, that's beautiful. Keep doing that. Keep doing you. Keep loving yourself, and showing yourself off in a certain light, because image is everything, representation is everything. But I'm talking about specifically those individuals who like to provoke jealousy and envy in others. And again, they feel the need to, like, want to be important. And so they feel like, okay, well, I have to show this, or I have to show that, or I have to do this. And in reality, it's sort of like, I mean, you could do that, but what is the emotions and what is the intention behind it? How do you feel when you show somebody something and they react? Does it make you feel good about yourself? Do you want somebody to applaud you? Because let's just be honest, in most cases, we all love to be seen as doing great things with our lives, whether we are accomplished, whether we are taking some kind of course, whether we are, speaking differently and dressing differently. We all want people to see us grow, right? So that we're able to, it's sort of like an exchange, like when we post on Instagram, right? You want people to see the things that you have going on, so they can be like, oh, okay, wow, this is what this person is into. Oh, that seems cool, or some people do it for educational purposes. Some people do it because they're just being creative and they want people to react to their art. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's layered and it's very complex, but I'm sure you guys are intelligent enough to understand what I'm talking about here, right? You have those people who love to, I guess, like I said, they it's like they wake up in the morning and they feel the need to uh, hurry up and, oh well, I need to make a post before this person, or I need to do this. It's sort of like a one-upmanship. Like, I want to be better. And it's like, yes, we can be better. We all get inspiration from each other. We can be better, but what is the motivation behind it? And it's like, you're gonna drive yourself crazy trying to always one up this person, because when people are dealing with feelings of jealousy and envy, they don't just have it out for one person. They have it for multiple people. They can see a person and this, they may say, oh, this person think they love themselves. Let me show them how much I love myself. And it's like, okay, you're gonna drive yourself literally like crazy doing that. And so I think a lot of the times people aren't taught really how to deal with their emotions or deal with seeing others in a happy space. And so it's like a natural reaction to try to figure, oh well, who's this person? Oh, what do they have going on? Who are they and what they represent, right? And so, yeah, you guys, it gets really deep and really layered, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I can't cover everything in one video. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, then make sure you leave me a comment and even share what you have to say, okay? Because I would love to hear from you guys too. Okay, I wrote down some more stuff, you guys. Uh, okay. I put on here, if you were wise, you wouldn't hate on someone. You would want to learn from them. And what that means is, if someone is in a higher position than you and you inspire and have aspirations and goals to get to that level, it might not be so wise to hate on that person or to hate on someone who you can learn from or who can help you. Because what we're doing when we do that, and I say we as a collective, everybody, when you hate on someone that can help you, you are actually taken away from yourself. You are taken away from someone saying, hey, this person has great potential. This person has so many gifts and talents. Let me invest in this person, right? Somebody may see you and see the creative talents that you have and the things that you love to do, and they may want to invest in you by giving you knowledge, by giving you certain connections, right? But if you are a person who always feel like, okay, well, this person is better than me, and so I'm going to show them how much better I am, and I'm going to compete with them, and I'm going to, just basically make an ass out of yourself and probably speaking when you shouldn't be speaking or doing certain things. People can feel that. People can pick up on that energy, and so automatically that person in that position may say, okay, I want nothing to do with this person because I see what they're doing, right? Or you may be a person who is secretly doing this to someone, but you're going to that person, you're asking them questions, and you may even be supporting this person or people. And when they actually sit down and have a conversation with you, they may say, okay, I pick up some sort of competitive energy from this person. What's their deal? People are going to start to be like, okay, I don't feel comfortable with sharing my information with this person, or even, you know, networking with this person, because I feel a sense of intense, extreme jealousy. And most of the time, you guys, that energy is very silent. Okay, you have people who will just blatantly show you that they are in competition with you. Not all competition is bad. We all compete for a lot of different things. I'm not talking about healthy competition. I'm talking about vicious competition. People who just go for the jugular, okay? And they do it, like I said, it's very silent. Sometimes it's so silent and it's so still, like you're like, okay, it's very weird. Have you ever had someone to, uh, you know, I hate to use these words because they're so loosely used, but have you ever had someone hate on you, or you know that they were in competition with you? You're going to feel this sense of like rigid, just very like cold, stuck energy, right? And it attaches itself and it's very draining also. So it's weird, but yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. And again, you guys, I'm going to be doing more. I know that I was kind of like all over the place, but it's kind of meant for a video like this because we love to share our own experiences. We love to share the things that just the people that we know possibly have been through with stuff like this, right? Or you may be experiencing something like this. So there's going to be different things that are going to come up, and you're going to be like, this, yes, this is what I'm going through right here, so just make sure you pay attention to keywords as I'm doing these videos and bringing these videos to you guys. Just really pay attention to certain keywords or certain things that I say, because yes, it's going to stand out to you like, oh, okay, yes, this is what I'm going through, so on that note, I will talk to you guys in my next video, you guys.